Aquarius, you are finally seeing some justice play out for you in your life. And it looks as though there's someone else who's actually also seeing this justice, because both of you are appearing on either side of this justice energy, which is telling me that while you both are receiving this type of justice, both of you have totally different perspectives on what it is entailing for you. So my name is Nikita Antoine, and today we'll be doing a message for you for the essence of Aquarius. And I'm using my typical deck, the Ethereal Visions, the Dreamscape Oracle, as well as the Luna Tarot, all of them by Matt Hughes. And today, your underlying energy is of the Ten of Cups. Okay, so your main focus today with the Ten of Cups presenting as your underlying energy is that you are wanting to establish some type of emotional fulfillment with you and a partner. And I'm looking at these two people on either side of the justice energy. And with you both presenting as having two different perspectives of whatever this justice that has occurred for you, it does kind of look like maybe you are in a disconnect from your person. So, and with this underlying energy of the Ten of Cups, it's like you're wanting to support and reestablish the emotional connection that you have with this other individual. So let's look at the bridging energy and see where that is going to take you. And on the bridge, I hate to say it, but Aquarius, you're showing up with this Three of Swords here. And so it looks as though that separation that you're experiencing is causing a lot of heartache. So the interesting part here, though, is that if you were to take both of these individuals, and you see how one of them is wearing a red cloak and one is wearing blue, and you can see in this Three of Swords here that the red is what you are experiencing. So that's kind of giving me an idea of who exactly you are in this reading. So you're showing up here as this Three of Wands, and in the background is the person that you are, in a sense, entangled with in this Ten of Cups energy. It's the one that you're wanting to reestablish this connection, and you are actually sensing them fading into the background. And that's what this is talking about with the Three of Swords that's showing up here. So there's a fascinating imagery that's coming up as well with this Three of Swords. And it's talking about how this heartbreak for you, this experience or the justice that is being established, I want to say actually in someone else's, in your partner's honor, is unlocking some type of heart awakening for you, because it's like this bridging energy is unlocking the emotions that you are wanting to reestablish with your partner. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall energy and see where you're at, Aquarius. And we have for you this Knight of Cups. So it's really gorgeous. This is starting to look like, well, it's an offer. You're wanting to reestablish this connection. And with you moving into your overall energy of this Knight of Cups, what it's referring to is that you're making some type of offering. This is very interesting, because if you were coming into this space where you were apologizing for whatever had happened, and of course, maybe there was a bit of justice that needed to take place for that, it's like you're moving past that apology. And I'm saying that because the apology would be represented as the Page of Cups. And since this is a knight, it's almost as if you are going above and beyond to bring this connection back together. It's like, yes, you are apologizing, but you're also taking into consideration how whatever happened has made your partner feel. And it's like the justice that has occurred, or the situation that unfolded that brought about the justice for these two individuals is in a sense actually kind of showing you how they felt when whatever happened previously happened before. It's giving me a sense of almost like karma. Like if you were to do something to someone else, it's like that similar thing or that similar emotion as to how they felt is how you are feeling at this time. So Aquarius, that is the framework of your reading. And we're starting off here. I want to start off with you, Aquarius, because you're showing up here as this Three of Wands and the Serpent. And it looks as though you are it's almost as if you are residing at the bottom, at the bottom rung. It's kind of coming up with like with the idea of hierarchy. And so it's like you are presenting as the low ranking, if you will, individual, or at least that's how you feel you are. And it also looks as though you're feeling like you are tied to whatever situation this is. But the fascinating part here is that you're actually rising up to the top. I often see this serpent as a Kundalini energy. So it's an energy that is rising up from your base, from this lower ranking, or perhaps even like the root chakra with all of this red. It's an energy that is lifting itself out of actually like a survival mode. So you're moving into a space where you're now starting to thrive instead of just kind of going about with the bare minimum. And that's actually going about things in a bare minimum type of way, or not investing as much, is actually what is putting you on this lower rank in the totem pole, if you will. And so as you're moving up, coming out of the idea of surviving and instead thriving, you're finding yourself coming up to this crest of the Three of Wands. And it's at this cresting point at the top, at the very top of this tree, because you know you're at the bottom here. And what I'm seeing is that you're winding yourself up. So it's coming through as like you're having a Kundalini awakening. And once this awakening presents itself in the top of your mind or in your crown chakra or something like that, it's like you're suddenly gaining a higher perspective on the vista in front of you. And the vista in front of you can easily be talking about how your actions has brought about certain consequences in your life. And so with this Justice card that's coming up here, it's as if it's like I'm seeing you rising above the treetops, and the first thing that you see is this Justice. And I mean, at least from your perspective, it doesn't feel great. Like it's definitely tied to this Three of Swords energy. It's also tied to wanting to reestablish a connection and going above and beyond to kind of put yourself in their shoes. It's like you're putting yourself in their shoes, and this Justice energy is showing up as a moment where you are recognizing that this partner, the one that is in the background, the one that is actually starting to fade away, is in this Six of Wands. So it's referring to that whatever has occurred, it's like they are, it's coming through as like a righteous, or it's actually coming through as like a righteous anger. Like they are right. They are right. And because you are viewing them from such a high vantage point, it's like you can suddenly see how far away they are from you. It's like you're suddenly being able to perceive the extent of how much they have moved away from you. And it's like, and because they have moved so, it's almost like I'm seeing this Six of Wands, your partner, as being way, 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 way far here in this background. And it's like you can barely, it's almost as if you can barely see them anymore. So it kind of is giving me the idea that although you had this intention of the Ten of Cups, of having this gorgeous, beautiful moment with you and your partner, it's showing up that they are like far removed from you. It's like they're with you, but they're far removed from you. And that's only showing up now in this present time because you are being, it's like I want to say blessed. You are being blessed with this higher vantage point that is giving you a new perspective of kind of like the justice that they deserve. That's what this is talking about. Is that it's almost as if you've done something that has actually pushed your partner away, and you're not realizing that it's pushed them so far away. It's like maybe they weren't communicating it with you. They were perhaps maybe just kind of like going along with how everything was going. And it's like whatever you have done has pushed them so far away from you that when you finally see the true nature of perhaps maybe this beast, if you will, or the true nature of this serpent energy, or the energy of maybe perhaps doing things out of survival instead of thriving, it's like suddenly when you see that, you're going to perceive how far away your partner is. And that in some ways is a form of justice for your partner. So I want to say that whatever is occurring for you, you know, we're ending off here with the Lovers. And it's telling me that, you know, they've actually been in a space where they perceived you as someone who is like their confidant. They're your confidant, or they perceive you as their confidant or their companion, almost like it's actually coming through as like a road trip companion. And that's how they're perceiving you. It's like they love you so much, and they want, like, they want to give you their support, all of those gorgeous things. They want to lift you up passionately, emotionally, like everything like that, to bring the entire energy up. And it's like they've been actually coming to you. I'm seeing this, that they've been coming to you over and over and over again. And because your focus is maybe in this way of surviving instead of thriving, or maybe looking out upon the vista and trying to find your justice in other things, it's like that action of yours has been slowly pushing them away. But because the Lovers is here, it's like I want to say that this that this is actually a good ending. We're ending off the first row of your reading with a good ending. So it's like, I feel as though with your overall energy of going above and beyond and apologizing and realizing how someone else felt when you were doing whatever you were doing, and you know, justice was working on actually justice was working on everyone's behalf. The higher truth of the situation coming to light is that justice was working on everyone's behalf to bring you a higher perspective of your partner, and to also, in some ways, kind of show you what's really important. What exactly is really important? Do you want your partner to be that far away from you? It's like, do you want to experience this Three of Swords? Or are you willing to go above and beyond to make amends and do the things that are necessary, like putting yourself in their emotional shoes and see from their perspective how distant you have been as of late? So if this resonated for you, I will be pulling some more cards, and you can find the link to the extended in the description box, and hopefully I shall see you there. Bye.